Well, what we got new from last time was a keyboard and a mouse. The mouse and then the keyboard. So these both have USB cables connected to them. And they're going to plug into this, this or this, as we always have our Velcros thing. And this is the HDMI cable, which you plug into there. So let's go do that.
And where does the HDMI lead, man?
All the way up to that TV right there. So let's start plugging in these cables. Is this the right way or wrong way? Yes, it's the right way. Good. There, that was a little bit easier. So there are the two cables connected. So let's get the HDMI cable, wrong way round, and plug it in. Just like that. Here, right there, that. Turns red, flashes.
You ready to turn it on?
Done. Look, see, it's turning on. Wow. Needed 0 megabytes. Available 6774 megabytes. Which is exactly how many gigabytes?
Okay, so what's it suggesting you can do?
Raspbian recommended. A Debian Wheezy port optimized for Raspberry Pi.
So you've got three choices here. You've got Raspbian, which is a particular version of Debian. Debian is a version of Linux. And then you've got the data partition, which we probably don't want to select. And then we've got
click that one.
Raspbian, which is boot to Scratch, which is a version of Raspbian that boots straight into Scratch. So Scratch is a language that we can use to do various things.
Yes.
We don't want to boot directly into the language just at the moment, so we'll start Raspbian, which is a version of Linux specifically developed for the Raspberry Pi.
Is X marked at the moment?
So you double click that and it's now selected, and that's what you want. So you now need to click the install button at the top.
I saw that.
Uh,
Warning, this will install the selected operating system. All existing data on the SD card will be overwritten, including many OSs that are already installed. Yes or no?
yeah, I think you hit yes for that. Okay.
Welcome to your Raspberry Pi. We currently setting up your SD card, but don't worry, you'll be able to start programming very soon.
So it's currently installing, and we're going to have to wait for it to finish.
What?
So
Raspbian is a free operating system based on Linux, optimized for Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi plus circly thing equals Raspbian.
that's a sign for Debian, so Raspberry Pi plus Debian equals Raspbian.
When Raspbian boots up, you will need to log into the system. The default username for Raspbian is Pi, with the default password Raspberry. You will need to remember this information to log in, so you might want to write it down now. Go write it down right now.
Okay, I'll do that.
Raspbian extracting file system.
What does that say?
150 megabytes out of 2,384 megabyte written, 2.1 megabyte sec. A guy has icons on Windows, much like Microsoft Windows or OS.
X, and that's a GUI.
OS.
GUI.
A command line interface allows you to type commands into your Pi directly. Oh. There are many great of programs already pre-installed on Raspbian, just waiting for you to boot up and play. If you're new to programming, we recommended starting with a program called Scratch. I've already started. This can be launched by... You can also download additional programs or even sell your own content on the Pi Store. http://store.raspberrypi.com. Raspbian extension file system. They can say, duh. Numlock. Why does it just say numlock? Insert home. Look. Numlock.
Well, we'll leave it be, let it go and install and come back.
Yep.
Okay, let's do that. Okay,
We're
so
back after 2 days now.
it finished installing, and we're now into a Raspberry Pi software configuration tool. So the options are expand file system, change user password, enable boot desktop scratch, international options, enable camera, add RAS track, overclock, advanced options, and about Raspberry Pi config. So the only one of those, because it told us our password already, so we'll leave that. And
Yeah.
we don't want to boot into Scratch just yet, or any of those other things. We don't have a camera. So go into advanced options there, see what's in the advanced options.
Where is that?
It's number 8.
What did I press?
Press return. Oh my goodness.
I do not know what this says.
Okay, overscan, overscan, host name, memory split, SSH, device tree, SPI, I2C, serial, audio, and update. So we don't need any of these. Choose back, man. Go all the way. Use your cursor to go down to back. Just wanted to see what the options were. Go to back and hit return. And choose expand file system. We'll see. We'll just want to make sure that all our card.
Your partition layout is not currently supposed by this
Hold
tool.
on. Your partition layout is not currently supported by this tool. You're probably using,
Noobs.
and it definitely did say we were using noobs at the start, in which case your root file system is already expanded anyway.
That's cool.
So just hit finish there, man, because I don't think we need any configuration here. Let me get down to finish.
Done.
Okay. Ooh, there's more.
What does it say? Linux Raspberry Pi 3.18.11-V7 plus hashtag 781 SMP prempt 2 ARP upper 21 1807 to 59 BST.
Okay. So I think we made a bit of a mistake because we should have chosen boot to desktop /scratch. We're not wanting to boot into Scratch. We're wanting to boot into the desktop environment.
I can do that.
We're now in the command line environment. You can't do that because you're out of that tool. So let's try to get back in there again by typing raspi-config. Oh, and it says we can't do it without going sudo raspi-config. So we're back in there again.
Okay.
So choose the third option, which is enable boot to desktop /scratch. So choose boot option, console text console, that's what we just did. So we don't think we want to do that. We don't want to go just directly in the command line every time.
No, we don't.
So we want the graphical desktop, I think, which is the second option. Desktop, log in as user Pi, graphical desktop, and we didn't want to go directly in the Scratch programming environment.
Done.
Okay, so that's now enabled our boot. To do that, that means the next time we boot up, we'll be into that. So choose finish again. Don't do that, man, 'cause Then to finish, let's reboot now.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Give it a chance. So it's now shutting down and restarting again, and we'll be in the desktop environment when it comes back. Fingers crossed.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Whoa! Holy shit!
Nope, that was for something else, man. I don't think we needed a hold shift.
Wow!
This is a lot of text you don't need to read. It's saying lots of things about what it's doing.
It just does that.
Starting up.
Just does this. I'm not typing this. See, hands off the keyboard.
So you see, we are going into some sort of windowing environment now. We're not at the command line anymore.
Raspberry Pi.
Okay, so this is more like it, man. This is what we kind of expected when we started.
Okay, now what do I do?
So now, do this slowly, okay? But go to menu and click menu once, and we'll see
Where's
what.
menu?
Very top left, man.
Menu.
So go through each of these slowly, man.
Yeah. Programming, Mathematic, Python, Python 3, Scratch, Sonic Pi, Wolfram, Internet, Pi Store, Raspberry Pi, Resources, Web Browser, Games, Minecraft Pi, Python Games, Accessories, Arturo Calculator, File Manager, Image Viewer, FDF Viewer, Task Manager, Terminal, Text Editor, Debian Reference, Raspberry Pi Help, Appearance settings, audio device settings, display settings, keyboard and mouse settings. Don't want to do any of that. RAM, don't know, shut down, don't want to do that. So games,
Well, you could go. Why don't you start up Minecraft Pi and see whether that, what happens with that? See whether that's familiar to you. You've selected it, man. You only need to select it once. Oh, did you right click it or did you left click it?
I left it.
Yeah, no, you did not. Now you dragged and dropped it.
Close.
Yeah, close.
Done.
So go into the menu again, and it doesn't seem to be starting up. Select it with a left click once. There you go.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, you'll have the world, guys. What? Wait, what the flip? Sorry.
Don't be moving the mouse around.
Yeah. Yeah. Why did I just spawn with an iron sword?
Maybe in creative mode, are you?
Yeah. Wait. Why'd you make this full screen?
No.
Can't make this full screen. Wait, what?
No. F11 and F10 don't work.
This really just... This is Minecraft Pocket Edition.
Yeah, sure it is, man. It's not the full PC version, because if it was, we would be on PC and we're not. We're on a Raspberry Pi. There's the title. And,
Join game.
no, back. So let's come out of here.
Darn.
So, can you go to the right and click the close button there, yeah?
There.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Boom, and that goes. Okay, so if you go back to the menu and in programming, or no internet, you are in internet. See the way you've got a web browser there, so open up the web browser.
Okay.
I think you missed the clicking of it again, you need to be a bit more exact with your clicking. And that's going to be a web browser, so you can go and search the internet with Google and stuff. It seems to be a bit slow to start.
Wow. Hey. I love doing this. It's really fun.
You're just selecting stuff.
Oh.
So click the that's going to be the internet as well. That's going to be
Yeah, press.
yeah. It is starting this time. Was it starting last time or not? Yeah, so there's your browser started, and what's going to bring us into? Nothing, because we haven't visited anything yet. So, what's your
Yeah.
favourite?
Google.
Google. So at least go into Google.
Oops. It was not possible.
Oh, it uses
Show
DuckDuckGo by default. So it seems to be unavailable. Oh, we're not connected to the network, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, we haven't ever told it we want to be connected to the network, have we?
Where's the network thing?
Good question, man. So let's go down to.
Oh, stars.
No. Let's go down and see if we can set this up. So is it preferences, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, go down to preferences again. Oh no, that's not it. What's that? There's two wee computers up there.
Let's see.
Click that.
I just clicked it. Click it.
Yeah, okay. So this it has detected. It is looking in our wireless, and we've got two wireless. Well, it's a bit confusing. So we have two wireless things we can connect to, and let's just for the purposes of this connect to Wilson Armitage's guest.
Also, guest.
Okay, hold on a second, because that's going to be open, so it's not going to ask us for passwords, but it is going to connect. And if you go back into the browser again, and don't do too much, just click the browser, please.
Okay. I'm sleeping.
So if you go to Google again, now it seems like anything you type in here is going to be searched and using a different search engine, which is DuckDuckGo, which is a more kind of probably non-commercial, that's the way to put it.
Wincommercial.com.
So either our internet access is quite slow or the machine's coming up quite slow, but no, that's okay. So it's displaying the results there first. So we are now connected.
Yeah.
We just had to use that icon in the top right hand corner to
Google
tell
that.
what the Wi-Fi it is. And it's using our little Wi-Fi card in the Raspberry Pi to connect to our wireless locally. So that's really us up and running with the Raspberry Pi. So we have to do a bit of playing around with this from now on.
Yeah. No, I want to do some playing around now.
Yeah.
No.
But
Menu.
well, that's the store. So they're going to have created lots of games and things there. It's going to be like the
Yeah, App Store like.
App Store, yeah.
That's what I was hoping to get. What should I search in?
Well,
Oh, I got it.
I think you're probably going to be looking for games that the Raspberry Pi doesn't support.
No, don't want that.
Okay.
Doesn't have Clash of Clans.
Yeah, no, it's going to be stuff for the Raspberry Pi,
Search.
which is more to do with learning to program and things like that, probably, and learning other things than it is about games like Clash of Clans.
I know what I want. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Scratch.
So yeah, Scratch is one of the programming languages.
Yeah, programming's fun.
Yeah. Have you used Scratch before?
Yes, I have, in fact.
Okay.
What do I want my... No, I don't... the first thing you ever do in Scratch is cut out this cat
Ooh.
and get a new one. Fantasy, woo, woo, woo.